In a small village surrounded by green fields and dusty roads, there lived a donkey named Bruno. Bruno was not the strongest animal. He was not the fastest, and he certainly wasn't the most beautiful. But Bruno had one thing that most animals didn't. He had patience and he had purpose. Every single day, Bruno carried heavy loads from the village to the market, up the hill, down the road, through the heat, through the rain. He never complained. He just worked. Now, perched on a tree just outside the village, lived a crow named Kyle. Kyle was clever, quick, and sharp-tongued. And every morning, as Bruno passed under that tree, Kyle would look down and laugh. Look at him, that slow old donkey carrying bags like a servant. What a life, what a joke. And the other animals nearby. They would giggle, they would look. Some even shook their heads. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Bruno heard every word, every single mockery. And do you know what he did? Nothing. He kept walking. He kept working. He kept his head down and his feet moving. But one day, a young rabbit stopped Bruno on the road. "Bruno," said the rabbit, "don't you hear what Kyle says about you every day? Doesn't it hurt? Don't you want to say something back? Defend yourself." Bruno slowed down. He looked at the rabbit with tired but calm eyes, and he said something that I want you to remember. "Little one, the crow sits on a branch all day. He watches, he mocks. But tell me, has he ever carried anything? Has he ever helped anyone? Has he ever moved a single stone from someone's path?" The rabbit thought for a moment. "No," it said quietly. Bruno nodded. "Then why would I stop my journey to explain myself to someone who has never even started one?" And with that, Bruno picked up his load and kept walking. Weeks passed, months passed, and quietly, without anyone truly noticing, Bruno's work had changed everything. The village, the farmer he worked for, was now able to feed his family well. The market was thriving. New roads were being built. People were smiling more. And Bruno, he had earned something too. A warm stable, good food, and the deep respect of every person in that village. One evening, the farmer stood at the gate and said publicly, "Everything you see here today, this farm, this family, this harvest, none of it would exist without Bruno." The whole village clapped, and up on his branch, Kyle the crow sat in silence. Because suddenly, no one was laughing anymore. Suddenly the joke had been on him all along. He had spent years watching someone build a life while he sat still and mocked. He had confused noise for power. He had confused laughter for success. Here is what I want you to take away from this story. In your life, there will always be crows. People who sit safely on their branches and shout down at you. People who have never tried what you are trying, never risked what you are risking, never carried what you are carrying. And they will laugh, they will mock, they will question your choices. But here is the truth, and please listen carefully. The crow's noise has never once stopped the sun from rising, and it cannot stop you either. See, the biggest mistake we make is pausing our journey to respond to people who aren't even on the road. Every time you stop to argue with a mocker, you are handing them your time, your energy, and your peace. And they don't deserve even one of those things. Bruno never once asked the crow to believe in him. He never begged for approval. He never fought for validation. He just kept moving. And that movement, that silent, steady, stubborn movement, was his greatest answer. So the next time someone laughs at your goals, let them laugh. The next time someone says, "You're too slow, too simple, too ordinary," let them talk. Because history is not written by the ones who mocked. It is written by the ones who kept going. Keep working, keep moving, keep carrying your load. Your moment is coming. And And when it does, no one will be laughing. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And remember, the road is yours. Don't let anyone's noise take you off it.